What's up, everybody? Welcome to Week 16 Thursday Night DFS Showdown. We have the Jags and we have the Jets. No Mike White tonight, so we got Zach Wilson back under center. Big story about this game in particular is going to be, it looks like, the weather. We have quite a bit of weather we're going to have out in New York. It's not going to be looking like a very pretty game. Hold on. Am I going crazy already with the schedule? Yeah, it is in New York. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. So let me just pull the weather up while we're getting started here. In East Rutherford, there. Oh, come on. Guess I should have had this pulled up already. While we're waiting for this to load up, don't forget about our sponsors, Manscaped. Go to manscaped.com. You enter the code ZONE20, helps us out quite a bit. Continue supporting the podcast and bringing you guys content for no cost. Zone20 gets you 20% off as well as free shipping. All right. So right now in East Rutherford, New Jersey, it is 40 degrees and it is raining. Let's take a look at around kickoff. That's going to be around 8 Eastern time. My inputs for this game, I have the Jets winning the game 24-20. So based on the current over-under, I do have it going over. Let's see here. So at kickoff, we are looking at a temperature of 46 degrees with 100% rain, winds blowing out of the east at about 16 miles an hour. Not great. What does that mean? Well, it means you probably don't love the quarterbacks a whole hell of a lot tonight. I think that Trevor Lawrence is going to be to play at quarterback, just because he does have a little bit more running ability. I really like the stack with stacking Trevor with Evan Ingram tonight. Short passes over the middle. I think there's going to be a lot of short passing to him, to Christian Kirk. Those are the guys that I'm really interested in playing. We've got some good positive leverage, not a ton, and not like normal. Our biggest positive leverage player is going to be Zach Wilson. So if you're playing in some large field GPPs, Zach is probably the guy that you want. It's just going to be tough to get to. If you are going to do a leverage stack and go with the Jets as on the Jet stack, I like pairing Michael Carter and Tyler Conklin up with him along with Garrett Wilson and running a 4x2. So running it back with two of the Jags. That would be my preferred option if I'm running that stack, and I am going to be running that stack a little bit because I think it's pretty good. Everyone thinks that, T-Law and those guys are going to go in there and dominate. I just don't think so. I think it's, there's some missing players from Jaguars defense. It's going to be raining. It's just going to be a very weird game. I think Braxton Berrios is a really interesting play. If you're looking for a punt for the Jets, basically somebody who's going to be able to catch the ball in short area. Elijah Moore is the one who everyone's going to gravitate towards. But Braxton Berrios is going to go virtually unowned at $1,600. So I think that is quite a nice little play. Below that, it's really tough. There's not a whole lot down here. You could just kind of, CJ Uzomah, I think, would probably be interesting. He caught a touchdown last week. If you're really looking for some salary relief, but I'd much rather play Barrios at 1,600 over Uzama at 3,000. Other than that, there's just not a lot of people to play to truly punt. Now, there's not overly expensive players on this slate, so you don't really need some deep punts to kind of fit everybody in who you like. So like I said, from the Jet side tonight, I really like Tyler Conklin. I like Michael Carter quite a bit. And I think Elijah Moore is a fine play. The leverage, if you want to really go against the chalk, is going to play Zach Wilson in the flex and the captain. He's popping up in the optimals at captain about 16% of the time, and he's only being owned 2%. So that's really kind of where you're going to want to get to, I think. My one big fade of the night, I'm not going to be really playing any Zonovan Knight. I'll pass on that. Rather play Michael Carter. And then I'm not going to be playing really, if any, Zay Jones. It's not that I don't like Zay Jones. He's had 2 spike weeks in a row. I personally don't think that this is the game environment for Zay Jones. He likes the ball down the field, just kind of stuff like that, man. He's just, you have to pick someone to fade. He's going to be my guy to fade on the slate. Not overly owned, so it's not like a wild fade or anything like that. Zonovan Knight is going to be kind of an interesting fade. I'm going to be overweight to the field on Travis Etienne. I think that, even though he's had some fumbling issues this year, the short passing in a rainy game is something that I'm going to be looking forward to quite a bit. In the kickers, man, I really like to play kickers. It's just going to be tough to do that tonight in really bad weather. Kicking in the rain is not great. We're not going to get, I like to play kickers on Showdown because you can get those 5-point, 4-point shots with the 40 to 50 plus yard field goals. I don't really see a lot of those being attempted tonight. So, for me, I would rather play some of the defense over some of the kickers if that's kind of where you're looking to differentiate yourself a little bit. And then, like I said, my favorite lower price play is going to be Braxton Berrios, popping up in the optimals about 8% of the time. No one's going to really be playing Berrios, so I think he's a guy that you can get to pretty easily. But it's a pretty straightforward, simple slate tonight. There's not a whole lot to kind of talk about. If I'm going, my Jag stacks are going to be really stuffed with Evan Ingram, Christian Kirk, obviously Lawrence, and then Etienne. I think you could run those 3 players without Lawrence as well. I think that would be an interesting way to get different because a lot of those people, like to jam in quarterbacks and in a bad weather game. I don't think it's something that you necessarily have to do tonight. Again, I think my favorite leverage stack is running a 4-2 stack with the Jets. And we're going to have Zach Wilson. We're going to have Tyler Conklin, Garrett Wilson, and then Michael Carter. Those 4 are going to be my favorite 4 to run in a 4-2 Jet stack. If you want to sub out one of like a Wilson for a Berrios or a Conklin for Berrios to go get, some more premium players on the Jag side, I'm fine with that as well. I'll probably have a spot of that as well. That's about it, guys. Short and sweet. Good luck on Showdown tonight. Hopefully we got some green screens popping up. Go ahead and give us a follow at JJ McIntosh, at Vinny Levine 29, and at DFS Joey Levine. Peace.